GAC 3s is over, catching up on the videos. Today is Tuesday, December 1st. I can't fucking believe it's December already, honestly. Where the fuck did this year go? COVID fucking ruined everything. Whatever. So the markets are starting out December much like they did almost all of November on a rather positive note, which is good. Generally speaking, December is a very good month for markets. People call it the Santa rally. There was some, or there really is still some concern about exactly how exuberant this year's Santa rally will be, considering how insanely exuberant November was. It was the best month for the Dow since 1987, which similarly was also shortly after things started to turn around from the mid-'80s recession. Market started out really just up on all fronts this morning, and now it's come back a little bit. It's still overwhelmingly positive, but I'm not exactly sure what the rotation is. If there even is a rotation in today's market. I mean, tech is largely up, but then so are... Actually, you know what? It looks... No, because Disney's up tremendously, JP Morgan's up tremendously. So it's not really even a rotation. It's kind of just a positive but sideways move, I guess, because there are a number of things that are still down. Home Depot's down. Nikola's getting crushed. If you're in my Discord server, you might have seen me post that I felt that if someone wanted to make money, they should short Nikola, and I said that about maybe a week ago, and it's I think it's almost halved its share price since I said that. A lot of factors involved in that, partially because the current CEO couldn't do anything to reassure investors about the General Motors deal, and then sure enough, the General Motors deal basically fell through. They have a token deal now. Nikola's share price is literally half of where it was when I said that I thought people should short it. I've never touched it. I have not shorted it. I don't really like shorting things. I don't really like trading options at all. I feel that if I don't believe in the company, then I have no business really touching it. Same reason why I never shorted Boeing, even though I really wanted to when all the 737 MAX nonsense was happening. It's just not my style of investing. Plenty of you guys do it. Plenty of you guys make a lot of good money on it, and power to them. That's totally fine. It's just not my bag. The year is almost over. The year is almost over. We have 30 days until the end of the year, which seems crazy. Crazy. I don't know if it went by quickly or if it went by slowly, because I've been home more than I've been anywhere else, so I'm not really sure if it went by quickly or slowly. I am going crazy though. I'm getting stir crazy, getting cabin fever in the apartment, so much so that I'm looking into trying to buy a larger apartment and or get a second job just so I can get out of the house. Yep. That's where I'm at. Because I can only sit on the couch and pretend to do work and watch the markets, for so many days out of the week. Uh, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Hope everybody had a good and safe Thanksgiving. It's too soon, really, for us to see how much of a surge in COVID cases can be directly attributed to the Thanksgiving holiday. Probably within the next few days or so, we might get a better idea. We already know that cases are surging pretty much all over the world, but how much of that can be directly attributed to Thanksgiving, we do not know yet. There was some really good bipartisanship in Congress today. A group of, actually, I believe it's both houses of Congress and both sides of the aisle, put forward a $900 billion stimulus package just to try and get a few things done between now and the end of the year, or really now and the Biden administration. Bella's having a coughing fit in the bedroom. Meanwhile, she's trying to sleep because she's working tonight. So that's nice. It might just be a token effort at best, because still requires both sets of congressional leaders to agree and sign off on it and push it forward to the president. And I do not have that kind of confidence in neither Mitch McConnell nor Nancy Pelosi. So I would love it if it went through. I always think that something is better than nothing. I have a number of friends that think, no, it should be all or nothing, because otherwise we're never going to get the balance of it done. Yeah, but, 50% is better than zero, I think. I really strongly maintain that something is always better than nothing. As my late father would say, whatever it is, it's better than a kick in the pants. So I firmly believe that. The vaccine rollouts appear to be happening relatively soon. I think approval in Europe for a couple of vaccines could come very soon, and then the rollout would come shortly thereafter. I think by Christmas you'll see a good amount of vaccines being rolled out and distributed to select members of respective communities, at risk folks, older people, unhealthy people, and then healthcare workers. I'm sure teachers would be closely behind that, because everybody wants their kids back in school, because if you don't have school to send your kids, you can't just leave your kids at home while you go work, or you have to hire a babysitter, which is expensive, and who wants to bring an outsider into their house during COVID? So getting kids back to school safely, therefore protecting the teachers, probably almost as important as protecting frontline healthcare workers. But we'll see. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, so it's kind of a hurry up and wait kind of a thing with regard to the vaccine, and regard to any potential movement in Congress about a stimulus deal. So, I don't know. I'm kicking myself for having sold all of my Moderna stock. I missed out on a nice 40 plus point rally on Moderna stock, but what are you going to do? I still have a shit ton of Pfizer left, so at least I'm making some good money with Pfizer. But yeah, I definitely have a little bit of seller's remorse when it comes to Moderna. I sold it under 100. It's 147 now, and it's down today. But listen, I can't maximize every dollar. It's a dangerous game to play. But yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Still trying to sell my dad's place. Supposed to be in contract by now, but the buyers are taking their sweet time, or really the buyer's attorney is taking his sweet time. Really wanted to be done with that and have that chapter or side quest of my life kind of done and dusted and settled up by now, but still waiting, still waiting. The residential real estate, just real estate in general here in the city is so soft. It's unbelievable. It is really, really unbelievable. I mean, I'm seeing like 50% price cuts on a lot of places, a lot of apartments. The apartment that I'm looking at that I want to buy is a 3 bedroom that's currently listed for 1.4 more or less. And when the current owners bought it in 2015, they bought it for 2.2. So at a minimum, they're going to take a $700,000 bath on that, which is substantial, obviously. But that just gives you an idea how soft the market is around here right now. I mean, my dad's place, if we get into contract and we close this deal for the accepted price, it's probably at least a couple $100,000 less than what we might have gotten were it not for COVID. So, what are you going to do? That's the way the cookie crumbles. I firmly believe that the New York City real estate market will come back eventually. It might take a couple of years. It may not get back to 2017, 2018 levels anytime soon. But if you are looking to move here and you have the capital to do so, you can definitely make a long-term profit investing or buying property here, even an apartment. I mean, I'm seeing 2 bedroom apartments selling for under $1 million, which is unheard of. Unheard of. I mean, normally a 2 bedroom apartment in Manhattan goes for 1.4 at the very, very least. So there are definitely some deals here. And if you compare it to, the suburbs, I mean, everybody's flocking to the suburbs. I mean, I have friends that have been trying to buy houses out in Nassau County, and every house that isn't in a shithole neighborhood, every house is going for above ask. Above ask. In Five Towns, Massapequa Park, that area, everything that's not in a shithole neighborhood is selling above ask. That is how much urban flight we have in the New York City metro area right now. So if you're a betting man or woman, you might want to look into an investment property here in Manhattan. Keep it to a good area, because those will certainly come back in terms of demand. Those will come back sooner than others. You might have theoretically better margins on something in, not in bougie parts of Manhattan, but there are a few more variables at play there, like how soft New York City is getting on crime. But yeah, alright, so we're drawn to the close of this video. Sorry I'm not as excited as I normally am, but like I said, Bella is sleeping, and we're in a very small 1 bedroom apartment, so I'm trying to keep my voice down so I don't wake her up. Until next time.